Hello, my name is Michelle Carlson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Eagan, Minnesota. Welcome to my card videos. I'll be posting monthly videos to showcase current products from Stampin' Up! These products are designed for the beginner and casual paper crafter in mind. I'll be making easy, simple projects that you can use any stamp set, ink, and paper colors to create your own projects. Let me show you what we are working on today. This is what we're going to make today. It's called the Secret Gift Card Holder. And the reason it's called the Secret Gift Card Holder is when you open it up, there's where you're going to put your gift card. This was made by Rebecca Schmeek, and this was a card swap that I received. This is the Perennial Lavender DSP. It's been around for a long time. And so I took this and then added, going to make it with other designer series paper. So you can use any designer series paper and colors that you want to. So this is a new designer series paper that's coming out in November called Brush with Beauty. And I just used a pale pink cardstock, and I used, let's see, I forget what stamp set this is. With You in Mind, that's what it's called. And I wanted to add some designer series paper over here because it kind of looked naked or like something's missing. So I just added that. And then this is the card that I'm going to show you today with the Elegant Pine Snowflake Designer Series paper. And I used Shaded Spruce cardstock. And then I added some Designer Series paper over here. And look at these nice like snowflakes and gems. And then I stamped a one of the pine snowflakes in here to dress that up a little bit. So I just want to show you some of the products that I used. The Elegant Pine Snowflakes is an online exclusive designer series paper that you will not find in the catalog. It's just online only. And it has a lot of the greens in here, and I like how they use the pine boughs to make snowflakes. And the colors in this designer series paper are Cherry Cobbler, Garden Green, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, Secret Sea, and Shaded Spruce. The stamp set I use for the greeting is seasonal tags, so I use the Merry and the Christmas. You can do Happy Holidays as well. And if you don't want to get another stamp set, you can use this bow piece for your inside. I didn't see that before, but I just like how this coordinates with the designer series paper, and I had the stamp set, so I used that stamp as well. But this is really nice. It comes with a lot of dies to cut out your images, or this can be a bundle, and then these other dies that have the bow, and you can make your own snowflakes with these branches. And you have little berries or single berries, so just a lot. Oh, and even pine cones you can even make. For the circle dies, I use Spotlight on Nature, or that's what was used, so I had those and used them also. You can use any layered dies. You could use squares or rectangles or the arch dies as well. And so this has a lot of sizes and patterns. And the two that I used is this one and this one, these two together. So the measurements for the card base is 11 by 4 and 1/4, and scored at 5.5, and then I scored one of the sides at 2 1/4. And then you have your basic white, which is 5 1/4 by 4, which is your inside piece. You need a designer series piece of 4 by 3, and another one if you want to decorate the inside this is 3 1/4 by 4. And then you have a scrap of designer series paper and shaded spruce to cut out your circles or whatever you're going to use for your greeting. So the first thing we're going to do is take our basic hard base, and I already scored it, so I'm going to fold it in half take your bone folder, and going to crease that so that it lays flat. And then this is the side of where I measured at 2.5. So you're not going to go backwards like this, like sometimes we do. We're going to fold it on the inside of the card base. Okay, so we're going to make that pocket. Then I'm using 1 3/4 circle punch, but you can use any circle punch that you have. And then just line it up in the center, and then just take a notch out of it. And then we're going to take some tear and tape and just put one strip closer to the edge here as possible, because we just want room for your gift card. And if you want to add your gift card there so you know exactly where to put the tape, and that's okay if there's some wiggle room. And there we go. So we have plenty of room for our gift card or money or whatever we want to put in our card. So we are going to take the paper off of the tear and tape. And I just like to use my take your pick tool because it gets under that paper easy. And then we're just going to fold it in half, just like so. Now this should fold. I don't like to use glue because glue is kind of messy or it squirts out more. So I like the tear and tape because the tape's going to be there. It won't get on your gift card or anything. So there you go. That's for the pocket. So the next thing we're going to do is just take our designer series paper and glue it on the front flap of our card base. Next we can glue, so this is just the opposite side of this paper, we can glue this strip right here on this corner side of the basic white. The next thing we're going to do is stamp our greeting. We're just going to let those dry a little bit, and I'm going to do Mary, and just kind of center at the top. And then Christmas. Oops. Make sure I get that the right way. And then we're going to stamp that snowflake over here. Now, if you were going to do a greeting or something, I would probably do that greeting before you glue down any paper. So if you make a mistake, then you can turn it over and try again. Or you get little smudges like I just did right there. Then you can turn it over and do it again. So we can glue this inside to this piece to the inside of the card. So I just let this dry a little bit as I was gluing my inside piece in, but I'm going to turn this over and then add some dimensionals. So I'm just going to add 4, one at the top and bottom and left and right. And then just stick it on top and center of your piece of the back, the other circle or whatever size, the larger size of the cutouts, just like that. So how we're going to glue this on is that I like to center it a little bit, just overlapping this a little bit on this side, but most of it's going to be on here. And then I flip it over just to keep that centered, and then just put glue on this side of the piece. Okay. I have to use this side because the other side is blocked with, because I left the cap open, it dried up on me. Like it won't come out. So at least we have two sides of this glue bottle, and then just be careful not to go too far over, in the center. And then flip it over, line it up so it's centered top and bottom and left and right there. So, and if you just look to see if you have any glue, just kind of rub it away. And there you go. So that is our secret gift card holder. But we can't forget the bling, so I'm going to grab those. So these are called faceted snowflakes, and they have clear and like shaded spruce, this beautiful green, or maybe it's pretty peacock, and then cherry cobbler or red. Just depends how it's hitting the light. But you have two sizes, a large size and a small size. And I just like to take your pick tool, and I'm going to put a large one. Oops, sometimes I need the other end. Right here, and then two smalls. You can do whatever sizes you want right there, and then another one down here, I think. Yep. And there is our card. So easy, very easy to make, and you can make a bunch of them and send them to flat enough to send in the mail. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and help you with any paper crafting supplies you may need. If you would like a paper copy of the catalog and or to receive my newsletter, please email me at michellesstamping@gmail.com. All these links are below under the video for your convenience. Please click on the subscribe button. It's free to my YouTube channel so that my videos will be in your notifications when I post a new video. Thank you for watching and happy stamping!